guys, Mark and Brian here, and today we are at Bushnell Motorsports Park, and as you can see behind us, we did bring our little friends, the Honda Groms, with us. We do have a 2014 and a 2017 model. Not much has changed. In the core, they are both the 125cc 4-speed transmission little Grom that you've known. A lot of the changes do happen externally. What I mean is cosmetics. You know, the headlights have changed, the plastics have changed. Obviously, we did a little bit of a workup with our products on both, so please make sure you check those out. But really, nothing else has changed. We're really excited to shake these two down and see if they do feel different, and if they do, in what way, and answer a lot of questions that you guys have been asking on our previous video showing the Grom and the Z125, in case you didn't watch it. And of course, hit the link, go watch it, check it out, give us your thoughts. So just stick around and follow us around the track. All right, so my initial thoughts after giving these things a good shakedown, I tend to like the 14 Grom a little bit more. My main reason is the seat. I'm a smaller guy, I'm about 5'7", 5'6". The seat on this, it kind of puts me in a little bit of a pocket, and I feel like I'm kind of stuck there. When leaning off the bike, it's really nice, but for the most part, I tend to really like this. The feel of them both is really great. I will say with the 14 Grom, we did do a clutch cover and an oil pump modification on it. Not really a performance, it really does just kind of help keep the engine a lot cooler, run the oil temps down. So I don't know if that had an effect, but it definitely felt a little bit more pure on this bike. Other than that, you know, levers, exhaust on both. Both bikes are outfitted with our crash protection. So if we found that we found the edge of the tire and slid, our crash protection was able to save us with the sliders and the bar ends. The levers also held up really well. I would love to really modify these, maybe look into different engine internals, change out the tires, suspension, things like that. But in their base form, you could really have a lot of fun. For me, I'm gonna lean more towards the 14 Grom. It is up to you, it's completely personal opinion based, but I'm gonna go with the OG here and take this bad boy with me.
I cannot begin to explain in my vocabulary how fun these bikes actually are. You really just have to grab one, come out to a track and try it for yourself. I mean, the fact that you can basically take these bikes out of the dealership, bring them straight here and rip around just as we just were, I think that's absolutely incredible that Honda's built something that really doubles over, has so many different platforms. You could use this as just a commuter bike. You can use it as a stunt bike. You can use it as a race bike. This little platform has so many different applications, and I think that is one of the coolest things that Honda has done in quite a while. Now, I heard Mark, he said that he would actually lean towards the 13 to 16. I actually personally think I would go for the 17. That little indent on the seat, it gives you a little bit more space towards the rear, so it gives me more room to get more in a position that's more tucked and more aerodynamic. Now, with that being said, everything else about these bikes, minus the tires, is basically the same. So a lot of the things that I'm gonna say for the 17 will translate over to the 16. The suspension, horrendous. It's an awesome bike, but you're riding on a pogo stick and every corner, you're just bouncing through. Very odd feeling, but once you get used to it, you can kind of manage with it. I do think a very common modification is to do Öhlins fork internals and Sometimes they will actually change out the fluid in there. I think that would be a great modification for a little bit higher viscosity, get a little bit more feel out of the front end. I do know guys change out the shocks, but besides that, I don't think that you need to do a whole lot to these bikes. One thing I would like to touch on is the tires. I got to test these out firsthand. They don't grip at all. I came through the chicane that's right behind me, got a little bit off the side of the bike, and it went straight out from underneath me. Those tires are like riding on glass. I've ridden on a lot of quote unquote not so nice tires, and those might be some of the worst if I'm honest. I cannot sign off on those tires whatsoever. If you guys do want to bring out a 13 to 16 Grom, I would definitely change the tires before you tried to use it in a track setting. Besides all that, guys, I think these are two of the coolest bikes you could buy. You really can't go wrong with either one. Whether this is gonna be a pit bike, a track bike, your commuter vehicle, there's no reason you shouldn't buy a Grom, honestly. These bikes are amazing.
All right, guys, and here we are. It's been an awesome day here at Bushnell Motorsports Park. I would like to thank them for allowing us to come out here and give these Groms a good shakedown. Brian and I had a ton of fun. We turned a lot of laps. We often found ourselves switching bikes after 5 to 10 laps just to kind of get a fresh feel. The bikes themselves, they're very, very similar. Ergonomics, like I said, I personally like the 14, 13 more. I know Brian likes the 17 a lot more, but we just had a really fun time. I will say, both of these bikes are outfitted. I know I mentioned it before, but both of these bikes are outfitted with a ton of our products. We found ourselves putting our sliders, flush mounts, tail light kits, levers, I mean, everything. We even threw some exhausts on here. The 17 is sporting the TOS performance exhaust that they just released. This 14 Grom has a Yosh. We also adapted our low mount exhaust lowering link to mount the low mount exhaust on these previous generation Groms. So you're able to actually put the 17 Yoshimura exhaust on the 14 Grom, ride, call it a day, you're good to go. But like I said, these Groms are very similar to one another. We just love them. These bikes are really just meant to just have a lot of fun and shred, brake, crash. I said it before and I'll keep saying it again. Just have fun on these things. You know, Honda's done a great job cornering the market. Kawasaki came in, they're trying to get their foot in the door and really make a statement. And so we're excited. Maybe we'll see Yamaha and Suzuki release their line of 125, 150 bikes. But for now, we'll keep having fun on these things. We want to thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, you know, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, Instagram, all that jazz. We're here to help you out. Even if you don't buy products from us, we're kind of here just to help the industry, help you flow and guide you in the right direction wherever you want to be. So other than that, Brian and I are going to get out of here. We're going to go rip a few more laps. Again, thank you guys for watching and ride safe out there.